let it run.
Okay.
So I talked to the robot and found out what the order of the matches were for Wrestlemania. And I figured it was going to be in a different order because they're starting it with the Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Seth Rollins match.
He's the main event.
I thought it was going to be the main event too. I literally asked the thing. I'm like, wait a minute, wasn't this supposed to be like the main event of one of the nights? Well, no, the main event I always thought was at the end, and this is at the front.
Well, so I'm confused then.
I am too. So I'm gonna run it with what the AI told me.
Okay.
But we're gonna cover all the matches anyway. So that's the one.
There's a possibility that it's wrong about what the matches are.
No, not wrong about what the matches are. Wrong about the order of the matches.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they have all the matches right. So it starts off with Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins. Your tribal chief. It even says why it's the big deal. It's one of the most stacked opening matches in WrestleMania history. It's 3 big names and a triple threat, and it kicks off night 1. It's not for a title, but the stakes are high. So who do you like on that? That's what else I'm going to do. I'm also going to ask you which wrestler you like for winning it.
I mean, I want CM Punk just because, like, that's... I don't know. I don't understand what Seth Rollins does. And the tribal chief thing is weird to me.
You don't like the bloodline?
No. Now, if somebody call me tribal chief, I will accept.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, cool. I'll breeze right past that because it's like I'm excited for it. I'm hoping CM Punk wins, but all 3 of them are known for putting on like big performances, so it is kind of a great way to start the show. And it's like they put all my favorites right at front because match 2 is the World Heavyweight Championship.
That doesn't make any sense.
Gunther versus Jey Uso. I know.
Where are the other random people gonna be wrestling?
They have main events.
Stop watching it after.
No, because it's that big of a card. It's 2 nights. They got some good ones here. But to have both of these up front, I was shocked too.
It's gonna be like the Super Bowl where I stopped watching halfway through because the concert was better than it.
Because the concert was better. Well, anyway, so match 2 is the Ring General Gunther versus Jey Uso. Yeet. I'm very excited. I'm very excited for Jey Uso.
How do you think that's gonna go?
Well, like I said, I'm hoping he wins. At the same time, Gunther is such a good villain. Like, he really, like, to play the villain role that well is making this match much bigger than, like, there's so much more emotion into it. And he really pushed Jey Uso. He really did.
Well, so that's it. Can the roles be reversed? Can Jey Uso like defeat him, but then like lose his mind and like
make a heel turn
and embarrass him, and also be like, yeah,
the bad guy? That's called making a heel turn, like John Cena did.
Kind of, but only like because he's just like, I don't like you. Not everybody else is fine out here. I love all of my audience members, but I'll just be like, why can't I cuff you to the ring and smash your face? You know
yeah, because you made it that personal.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That
a heel turn, but like just like a.
No,
like
I don't think so because there's no like redeeming, likable quality in Gunther. He's just a straight bad guy. Like
So why wouldn't you just beat him up?
I think Jey Uso has to be careful not to put too much emotion into it.
Okay.
And just get the job done. Because otherwise, he could be like, have Gunther ready for a 1, 2, 3 pin, and then not take that chance because he wants to beat him some more.
Okay.
And then Gunther takes advantage.
No, can he pin him, wrestle him, win, and then be like, I'm coming back, and then beat the shit out of him some more?
Yes, he could, but I don't think that's gonna happen. But I'd enjoy it.
Okay.
That would be given more heat. They'd almost create a rivalry, and it would keep going back and forth. Because you also have to remember, if Jey Uso beats Gunther, Gunther still gets a rematch shot. And also, I don't think Jey Uso's ever beaten Gunther one-on-one. So yeah.
Wait, what? Jey Uso and Gunther have not gone on one.
They've fought one-on-one multiple times.
Then what did you just say?
Jey Uso has never beat Gunther.
Oh.
And I mean, I could fact check it with the robot. But yeah. And then match 3, like that's just 1 and 2. Match 3 is Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton. Now, did you see Randy Orton come back?
I don't know who Kevin Owens and Randy Orton are. You're gonna have to give me that's the people that was like, what are those random people coming?
Yes,
those are the random
those are those randos. Now we saw Kevin Owens fight his best friend. Remember in the match before, and he put him through the ladder, and it was all really sad and whatnot. They got really emotional in the last pay-per-view or whatever. See, to be honest with you, I don't care too much about this one. And after the first 2 matches being that much hype, you kind of need something. Randy Orton is fucking awesome. He's going to put out a great performance. And, I always hope Kevin Owens gets his ass beat. So then we go to match 4, which is LA Knight and Jacob Fatu. Those are people who are on Friday, so I don't see them as much. So I can't tell you anything about these. Yeah, so I guess LA Knight is somebody that everybody really likes over on SmackDown, but I don't. We're not over there. When they put it on something that we can watch, I'll know who these people are. Who has cable? Ooh, match number 5 is something that I like. Is the War Raiders versus the New Day, and I like that. Those are the big men. The War Raiders are the big guys with the big beard. There's a big beard and an even bigger beard.
They're not.
Against those 2...
They're not singular wrestlers. They're just a group of wrestlers.
Yeah, they're the tag team. There's 2 of them.
So the tag teams are always a tag team.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're always 2. So 2 on 2. And the New Day are the 2 black guys with the... remember when the family...
Yeah, why did that happen?
I took a note. Let me see what it is. Okay, so a few weeks ago, someone from the New Day's own family showed up in a crowd wearing a New Day Sucks shirt. The moment rocked, it didn't feel like part of the gimmick. It felt personal.
Why did that happen?
I should probably do more looking things up. I don't know why that happened, but that was a great moment.
Did they ask?
Okay, if I ask, I'm going to lose my spot.
Okay, alright, don't lose your spot.
Actually, I'm fine with it. Because I'll just scroll back up and edit anything.
Yeah, that's fine.
So it says, yes, the moment stirred things up. A few weeks back on Monday Night Raw, during a match involving the New Day, a few members of Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods' extended family were shown at ringside wearing New Day Sucks t-shirts, and it wasn't subtle. Okay, here's the deal. Storyline-wise, it was meant to show that the New Day are slipping, getting stale, even among those closest to them. This planted to see that their legacy might be fading, especially as newer, more intense teams like War Raiders shows up. It also fueled the War Raiders' momentum as they later used that moment to taunt the New Day, suggesting that even their family doesn't believe in them anymore. Nobody likes them. Behind the scenes, it's classic WWE storytelling. This is a great movie to talk about WWE. Small crowd details or Easter eggs. There were better Easter eggs than that, but like, that was hilarious. Alright, so that was the New Day. Alright, and then it gets exciting just a little bit. Rey Mysterio, match number 6 is Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano.
Okay.
Or Chad Gable.
You sure that's not Vince McMahon?
I'm sure that's not Vince McMahon, but I want to find that picture and make sure to share that. So, outside of personality, Chad Gable is like a really good wrestler. Like, his skill level is good. Personality wise, I think he makes a great heel. So anyway, fast forward to El Grande Americano. Who else could it possibly be? But I like the little angle of like, oh, it might not be him. They say mystery match of the night. I mean, Gable did go off. Remember, he left and he's like, I'm gonna go study Lucha Libre. And I like how much of that has found its way into, like, regular wrestling. Because there was a time when the only person with a mask was Rey Mysterio. And now you got Rey Mysterio, you got Penta, you got, that guy, Ray Dragon or something, the hell his name is? Dragon Lee. There we go. Yeah. So that one's going to be a good one. And then we get Jade Cargill versus Naomi. They're also, Friday night people. But that's a women's match that warms us up.
Warms us up for more women?
Yeah. For match 8, the main event. This is Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. So I don't know. When you were saying, is this going to be like the Super Bowl where you don't make it to the end?
That's what me, personally, you will.
I'm going to make it to the end. Okay. But no, I understand that. So they really front-loaded Wrestlemania this year because all the ones that I want to see are right up front. Now, they did that on Saturday. I'm going to let you know right now that they did not do that on Sunday.
Why would they do that to me? Of course.
Of course. Alright. Okay. So they started off with a match that is going to be good only because of AJ Styles. And that's AJ Styles versus Logan Paul.
Ugh.
Yeah, exactly. Now,
it's like I have to watch it because it's AJ Styles, even though I don't understand.
I don't understand Logan Paul. Like, he's not that good of a wrestler. Like, he should be down in like the NXT level or down at like, he's just the reason. And even as I've watched him, everything that he does is based on the other guy selling and putting him over. And he's been lucky to go up against people that are willing to sell his overcomplicated finisher and are willing to sell his fucking, like, he gets gassed in the middle of fucking, watch him. He'll be tired 5 minutes into this match. And you can see it. Logan Paul. He's just not a good wrestler.
Does he get sleepy?
Yeah. You'll see.
I just assumed he's on drugs all the time.
He seems
not right.
He does.
Something about him seems off and uncomfortable. It's like, that motherfucker right there is not real.
No, he just looks like a drug addict. He looks like
he's just not well.
He looks like see, I don't want to insult Jay from Jay and Silent Bob, but he looks like that level of drugged up. Just a mess.
He doesn't. No, he doesn't. He looks like drugged up, like on fucking whatever Elon Musk was doing, the inauguration or whatever that was.
Whatever drugs that make you make a Nazi salute. Okay. This next match, it's called a Sin City Street Fight against Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. And I guess they just didn't have anything to do with these two. But Drew McIntyre is a big fucking man. Like, every time you see, it's like he was pretty good in the Royal Rumble, I think, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big Irish guy. Drew McIntyre. Hairy chest.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, see? As soon as I said that, you're like, I know that guy.
What about Braun Breaker?
Oh, we're getting there. We got it. Oh, shit. We're getting ahead of me. Alright, so that's 3. Then you have... So match 3 is a WWE Women's Tag match. Now that's got Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria.
Okay, yeah, I do. I remember them.
Yes. It's one of those things where Bayley and Lyra Valkyria are who you want to win, but Liv Morgan is great, and I think, like, as a heel, she has some of the greatest facial expressions in the business, just across the board. Like, it's her and then Paul Heyman as far as best facial expressions. Today. Soaking, selling the brutal shot or mid. And Raquel Rodriguez they bring along. So that's that whole Judgment Day group. See, it gets weird because there's the New Day and then the Judgment Day.
Yeah, that's what I'm confused about. I didn't know that there was a New Day and a Judgment Day. The New Day is a black wrestler?
2 black guys.
2 black guys are both the New Day. They're a tag team.
Yes, they're a tag team.
One of their family members doesn't like them.
Yeah, it just showed up.
Just one of their family members.
I don't know. I think it was a couple of them.
Are they brothers? Or are they just friends? Like, what's the deal? I'm so confused.
Fine. Well, you know what? I can ask the robot. They're not actually brothers. So it could be one of those things like... Remember, and I'm going back to Attitude, when Kane and The Undertaker were supposed to be brothers? And you find out later, like, they're not brothers at all. Alright. So right after that tag match comes that match that you were talking about. It is a 4-way match. Braun Breaker, Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, and Penta. The guy with the black and white mask.
Yes, that guy is interesting.
Yeah, and he's another Lucha Libre type guy, and strong. But man, Braun Breaker is just... It's just explosive muscle. Braun Breaker's a powerhouse. His explosive energy and strength set him apart. He's fast and intense. When he hits somebody with that spear, it folds people. It folded that guy's Speed. It folded Carlito last week. I'm also gonna have to figure out what that guy Carlito does, because he's just never in a match anymore. So yeah, that's going to be a fun one. But that's 4 guys and every man for themselves.
So, what, do they throw each other out?
No, this is going to be for 1 fall, so they got to pin them. So now, Braun Breaker doesn't have to be pinned to lose his championship, but somebody has to be pinned for the championship to change hands. If they were to be disqualified for some reason, Braun Breaker would remain the champion.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and only by pin. with submission. Match 5, here we go. Women's World Championship. You got Io Sky, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley. Who do you like?
Rhea Ripley.
You like Rhea Ripley, aka the Undertaker's
No,
daughter.
Io Sky for sure.
She said she wants Io Sky for the heart. See, I was okay with Rhea Ripley.
I liked Rhea Ripley, but then I had to pick between that, like.
They made you pick between her and Io Sky.
Io Sky seemed like she just deserved it. Like, she seemed like she worked for it and should get it.
You deserve it.
But I don't have a problem with Bianca Belair because, like, Trouble is into that. So I would, whoever wins that is going to be appealing for the household, I think.
Yeah. Somebody's going to be happy. Somebody in this house is going to be happy, and 2 people are not going to be happy. Cody Rhodes, take me home to the place I belong. Wrestlemania in Las Vegas. Cody Rhodes, take me home. Well, I'm going to isolate that. That was beautiful. Very nice. Very nice. Cody Rhodes versus John Cena.
I don't even want to see John Cena, though.
But it has to happen.
I just want to see Cody Rhodes come and hang out.
You get what you have earned.
And
what
you
earned is nothing.
And then, like, that plays in my head, and then you remember that video with that. She was like, "What did you eat today, Squid?" I ate nothing. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. He channeled real dad energy on that.
Yes, he did.
Does John Cena have kids? Do you know?
I don't. I'll Google it.
Google it, so I don't feel like asking the robot. So, it is Cody Rhodes versus John Cena.
Nope.
No
He
kids.
is married to Shay Sheriaza.
Let's leave that alone.
Chose not to have children. He says publicly he doesn't like children. He wants to live his life fully, and he believes he can't commit to other humans.
So he does all that Make-A-Wish stuff.
He wants nothing to do with them.
He wants nothing to do with kids.
He's done it because the audience wanted it. He came out and was like, "I always been a piece of shit. I've always wanted to be a piece of shit. I only was pretending to not be a piece of shit because it made me money. But now I don't have to because I've made the money and I could just live my life with my money and be a piece of shit." So could you guys shut the fuck up?
No.
Alright, don't shut the fuck up and let me make more money.
No, because even after he's done retired, he'll still come back every now and again. Speaking of coming back every now and again, who is in Vegas? Stone Cold Steve Austin. And man, do I hope he makes an appearance. What if he made an appearance? Let's just dream here. Let's dream big. What if he made an appearance night 2 and helped save Cody Rhodes?
Now, I would like that.
I would like
You
that.
could convince me that's worth it.
Yeah. And so that's the weekend. That's the card. That is the gift that Jesus gave us on Easter 2025.